Just moved the light that was in the room. um, one of my streams have been like my face has been super dark. I have an overhead light. This is like an attic type room, so it's got the weird like slanted ceiling. Like it's it's got the two things and the flat part at top. So um, keeps the room bright. Um, the window is over here to my right, but there's no light here. I actually ordered a light, but my mom's been using it for something, so I don't have that. So I figured maybe this will work better. Just I had a light that was over my window, but because it was over the window and then I had the center light, it's kind of redundant. This over here probably does more good for me just in terms of streaming stuff. So yeah. Anyway, um, let's see if we can redo this. Hello. Look at this. Look at what I almost did. I didn't do it. I did not do it. I almost went in here because the trill this is 70 bucks on here too. I already own it. I don't know where I'm gonna be able to play things at, but the problem is that so this bundle right here includes 7, 8, and 9 for Switch 2. These games before on the regular Switch, these are cloud games, which means you have to stream them. Um, on here, they're like you can install them locally and just play off the hard drive, and it adds all the DLC into, which I think is not too bad. I mean, this game right here is $39.99, $49.99. It's a 70. You get all of them for 90, but I didn't do it. Can't really afford it. Maybe next week or something. It's not on sale. It's just I think it's a decent deal considering it has all the DLC. But then I realized like, oh, actually, um, Requiem is on GeForce Now. That's part of the thing is that I'm not home often. So, um, let's see. I work usually it's like I'm working Monday through Saturday, usually like 7 a.m. until I get to work at like 6:30. So I'll be there from like 6:30 on weekdays, Monday to Thursday at 6:30 until 6:30 normally. I might get out of work on like 5:45, 6 o'clock, but I don't get home until 6:30, 7 o'clock. Weekends, it's like 6:30 until 7:30, which means I don't get home until 8:30, 9 o'clock. Walk the dog. It's like 10 o'clock by the time I get in, like tonight. Um, luckily, luckily, stuff at work was broken yesterday, so I got home a little bit earlier. But yeah, like I got to be up in 5 hours, 4 hours, whatever. I don't know. I already have an alarm set to go to work. But yeah, that's why I keep buying things on both platforms or trying to figure out what to get stuff on because I also have the Legion Go, which works, but so I was trying to figure out when I got the Switch 2, it was before I didn't have a Legion Go, I had a Steam Deck at the time, got the Switch 2, and even then I was using the Steam Deck way more until that broke, and then I started using the Switch 2. Because again, they're both slightly portable. But then I got the Legion Go, which is plays all the same stuff as the Steam Deck did, and then other stuff too. It runs better. Um, so I've been using that a lot more. But it's just the portability thing. Anyway, so I have this habit of like double dipping. Like I'm gonna get this over here and then getting it on one thing and being like, I actually think I want to try it here. So if I can find it on sale in a certain spot, I'll get it. Like Street Fighter 6. I own that on PC, which means I can play it on the Legion Go. But on there, it's like 90 to 100 gigs. I think on here it's a little bit smaller. It's not crazy. I don't think it shows you normally. Hold on, let's go to the settings real quick. Data management. Manage software. Let's see what Street Fighter 6 is. 55 gigs compared to like 100 and something gigs. So if I have a portable device, this is automatically using less space. So there's that too. Um, man, I don't know why this damn internal hard drive keeps getting filled. Whatever. I'll worry about it now. I was gonna wait until later. This is such a pain. Such a pain. Catherine is a game that's always in the chopping block. No. Can't believe the GameCube games are 9 gigs. You see how long ago it's been since I played this stuff. What is up with all these games being 600 or 66.6 megabytes? Hmm. What is up with that? There might actually be some sort of a weird glitch. Yesterday was Friday the 13th too. Mysterious. It is now Pie Day for anybody out there that is a fan of pizza. All places are going to have sales on pizza. Do I want to get rid of this? No. Maybe. That might be gone. Hmm. 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 I'm just trying to free up internal memory before it tells me I need to free up internal memory. That's the only reason I'm in here right now. I'm about to turn the other game on. Signalis could. Signalis. Hmm. Hmm. Let's get rid of you. Yeah, we're good. All right. No, it's not 9 gig. 9 gigs for a GameCube game. It is 9 gigs for the Switch 2's GameCube thing. If you remember, we played Soul Calibur and all that stuff in here. This is for everything that's in here. Let's see if this works. This is not Pokopia, but whatever. Okay. Oh, look, there's the. Oh, wait. What did they add? What did they add? What did they add? What did they add? Is it like a Fire Emblem game and something else? Wario World. Yeah, they did. Okay. It's been a while since I turned this on, but yeah, to have access to all these here, that's 9 gigs. Um, all these are installed locally too. Every time I see them, I'm like, man, I remember Xbox had a service like this on the Xbox One, and it was all streaming. But this is all local. Like if you have this app and it's if you can access it, you can just play these games whenever. It just has to do internet checks every now and then. I hear Requiem. I'll tell you, Requiem is probably like 10 to 12 hours. I think it's a decent length game. You do not want horror games to be super long. How long to beat? How long to beat? Let's see, Requiem. Requiem. Yeah, it says it's 11 hours. So the thing about long horror games, let me back out of this. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and send this. I'm gonna back out, and I'm gonna go to Pokopia. There we go. Okay, so the thing about long horror games, because that's like, considering some games, like if you play Call of Duty's campaign, those campaigns are like 4 to 6 hours long, maybe 7 hours if you're lucky. They tend to be really short. The thing about horror games is that the longer that a horror game is, to me, it can overstay its welcome. Um, I I know people say it's like a masterpiece, but like the original Resident Evil 4, I think that game took me like 18 hours to beat. It might have been like 15, 18 hours to beat. That's a long game. Um, Alien Isolation, which I think is an amazing game. Alien Isolation, the problem with that game is that game took me like 20 hours, 20 to 24 hours to beat. And for the first handful of hours, you're really like tense. Like, the beginning of the game is whatever, lets it warm up for the first couple of hours, for the first like 3 or 4 hours. And then like after that, you kind of like lock into whatever the rhythm of the game is, and you're still like scared. By the time you hit hour like 12, 13, you've learned all the systems and you have to play like another 7 hours. And it's like the tension starts to lose, and you start getting to this point where you're like, all right, what are we doing? It's just taking too long. Um, it's actually why I really like Dead Space 2, because that game to me is like, I think your first playthrough might take you like 8 or 9 hours. Um, I was able to speedrun the game in like maybe 4 and a half hours or something like that. Um, Dead Space 1 is about like 12 to 15 hours, and that's one of those games too where like the more you play it, it's can kind of, there's certain parts of the game that feel like they just like drag out a little bit. I don't know how the remake is. I didn't get that far in that, so yeah. See, what I was worried about with this game, why I didn't turn it on while I was at work when I did have downtime, is I was hoping, yeah, it's doing the thing. Let's see if there's a way to reset progress. I doubt it. I was worried I would play the game and I would start the game at a bad time, which is exactly what happened, but I had to do something. I was super annoyed last night. Um, Yeah, there's a lot of games that do this where like you play a game and you turn it on and then there's only one save. So like, what do? Wee. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. This game is already game of the year. More games need that. Alright, we're gonna spin the other way. Oh, you know what? Games don't let you do this. Again, potential game of the year candidate right here. Cool, 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 cool. Alright, I'm gonna see if there's a way to reset progress real quick. There's so many RPGs that give you one save slot. Or not RPGs, like sandbox games. Um, how do I restart? Okay, interesting. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so this game, again, I just started it. From what I understand, all right, so I don't have a card. There is a Pokemon, Ditto. Ditto has been around since Gen 1, since like the original Pokemon stuff, all the way back in the 1900s. Um, Ditto's ability is that it clones other Pokemon. Or I guess in this game, it's just other things, I guess. Um, and can mimic some of its abilities. So this is not a human. That's why it looks so derpy. This is a Ditto that is trying to remember what its owner looked like, and it's mimicking its appearance. Um, this is the beginning of the game. Literally turned the game on, made the character. I was like, all right, gotta stop. Why don't you try watering an area where there's a lot of dry tall glass in one place? Let's go here. Let's go see this guy. Oh wow, look, it's a Bulbasaur. That was my original favorite Pokemon. The dry grass can be restored to fresh green tall grass. It might help refresh my memory about what it was like when Pokemon lived here long ago. Um, so again, this is a Pokemon game. Clearly, you can see the Pokemon right here. Um, however, there's no trainer. This is, I don't know if there are other. No, actually, there's the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games. But yeah, so you play as you're playing as this Ditto, and you're just restoring the world, from what I understand. Yeah, and you're trying to attract different types of Pokemon to come back. For some reason, there's no Pokemon here, or they've all been scared off, and there's no trainers, and that's part of the story too. People say it's what got me to finally get this is that people, because it just came out a couple of days ago, and I was on the fence about it, but people were saying like, man, the story is actually like really good if you pick up on it, but it's not like in your face. 4 tufts of tall grass, but perfect hiding space for small Pokemon. Sure. Tall grass times 4. Yeah. This brings back memories. Back in the day, there was tall grass like this all over the place around here. Seeing such fresh, green, tall grass makes me feel like Pokemon might return at any moment. Thanks again for splashing me. That really helped me out. Oh, that's right. This Pokemon was when I was playing the game, it was like dehydrated. You had to squirt on it. Where else to put it? One of the dirt and plants and stuff around here is also dry. But it looks like the place perks up again when you get things wet with water gun. I'd really love if you spray more water on the area. I can do that for you, buddy. See, that must be water up there. Oops. I like how it looks. It's pretty neat. Interesting. I just run around spitting on stuff, I guess. It's oh wow, look, it's another Gen 1 Pokemon. I like this. All I need to do is just just have a Charizard be here somewhere. Oh man. Uh, Nice to meet you. This pot of tall grass is kind of small, but I like it. I love leaves and grass and stuff, and living by lots of green things. Oh, look, they have a Pokedex. I mean, that's clearly what the thing is, what he's holding, but like, man, I don't remember seeing this for the Squirtle. Maybe I just missed it. Oh, I must have seen this because I was looking at the favorites. So that specialties is grow. I'm assuming if I mimic it, Pokemon with grow specialty can make plants grow faster. Ideal habitat is bright. Favorites: lots of nature, soft stuff, cute stuff, lots of water, group activities, and sweet flavors. Um, oh yes, another thing about this game is all right. So if you see in the bottom left corner, you have the time of day. Then you've also got the weather that's down there. So I read about this. This is one of the things that gets me hung up on Animal Crossing and why I didn't get the new one. Like I know there's a lot to do in Animal Crossing, but the thing about Animal Crossing is that it gates you. Like you can only play it you can play as much as you want to in a day. But after you do everything, there's nothing to do. Like you have to wait until the next day or wait a couple of days or whatever. Um when I have time to play a game, I want to play a game. Like it is cool having a thing to come back to, but it would suck like if you're playing Resident Evil, it's like, oh, come back in 2 days and we will have more items in the inventory. It's like, how about you go back to GameStop? Now Bulbasaur's come around. You know, Jay, ever since I met you, Pokemon have been reappearing one after another. There's only two. There's only two. Seems you really do have some sort of mysterious power. I hear there's like 250 Pokemon in the game too, which is shocking. I suppose you could carry on making comfy habitats for Pokemon, Jay. Doing that might make it possible to see a world overflowing with Pokemon again, just like the old days. Naturally, I'll help out too. If there's anything you're ever wondering or unsure about, don't hesitate to ask. So I have what is it? Pokemon is it Legends Arceus, which is it's the one from the Switch that came out that's like open world, and it's really cool because let me focus on getting this on wetting the ground here. The cool thing about Arceus is that it takes place in like I don't know, let's say like a feudal Japan type setting. You are walking around the world and there's Pokemon, and if you see a Pokemon, you can try to like sneak up on it, like in the grass or whatever, and like catch it. But if it sees you, it will come and attack you, the player. You also get Pokemon, you can do battles with them and stuff, but I just thought it was really neat how nice. Hell yeah. What is this? Oh, I can get more PP. Great. They had the other one that came out like a year or two ago. Was that this year? That might have been this year. My timing is all jacked up. No. Not this year. It would have been 2025, which is very strange to say is not the current year. I guess I'll do this. Stupid Pokemon. You're no good. ZA, the gimmick is that you're in one city, and I don't know which game it's from because I didn't play a lot of whatever that generation is. Oh, look, it's a destroyed town. What is this? Tragedy struck here. I don't understand. I guess I'll find out as time goes on. Yeah, this is a straight up town that just got destroyed. ZA takes place in one town, and it's open world, and it's got like weird like battle zones and stuff too. I didn't play a ton of that. Again, that's mostly a time thing. Like, I've only got so much time each day to play stuff, and it is hard for me to play certain types of games. Like, it's not an attention span thing. It's literally like I have, let's say, an RPG. It's like I could play an RPG, I could play a fighting game, I could play something retro, whatever. But I only have, maybe like 2 hours if I'm lucky to play. That's if it's uninterrupted hours. So, yep. As a result, I just don't get to play a lot of games like this. Maybe this will be different. It'd be cool if it was. Be a lot cooler if it was. What's this tree? Let's pick up this rock. I would like to see if I can interact with that thing up there. There's like a boulder, this thing right here. Here's a run. Nice. This is no good. Sorry. Alright, ground here's too dry and the tall grass is all wilty and it's nothing like where I lived before. Can you help, Ditto? Oh, it's just calling me by my Pokemon name. That's weird. Would you water the tall, dry grass, please? I want to make this place way greener. What? What's... yeah, so the thing about streaming, it's not even like, for me, it's not even, I mean, I get it, as I know you have anxiety about streaming. Yeah, I guess it's different. Like, there's certain games that you'll play and, like, people will, especially with a game like Requiem, like, I'm pretty sure right about now is when you start seeing more and more people that have played through the game. They haven't even played through it. They've seen a lot of streams of it because they like the game so much, which is great. Good for them. But then that leads to them hopping in your stream and be like, why don't you do this? If you do this, this is how you get this over here done. And it's like, some of that stuff is useful. That's cool. But, I don't really care for the term backseat gaming. It's not even so much that. It's more like, I see everybody knows what this thing is. I'll just come back to it later. What did I do that with? The reason I got Mortal Kombat 1 when I did is because all I really cared to see was the story, and I actually paid for the expensive version because I knew what was going to happen is people were going to start talking about like everything that happened in the game. They're going to just discuss it. It was, like I said, it's not so much spoilers. It's literally just hearing people like talk about it and being like, oh, I don't know what they're talking about. I want to know what that is. Because for me, the way that I am as a game player, a video gamester, oh shoot, is spoilers don't really, the way that I see it, there's only a handful of things that I've seen where, like, the spoiler like kind of ruins something. A lot of times it's the experience. Like, you can know, like, oh, this character dies. I'm not playing that game because this character dies. Like, that's not what it's about. What it is, like, you need to like play it because the way certain things happen, it's like, oh man, I knew it was gonna happen, but I didn't know when. Like, I just saw the movie Carrie recently, the original one, and Carrie has a moment like that too. Oh no, my pee-pee's running out. Let me eat something to make my PP better. Let's have this. How do I just eat it? Alright, my PP's going back up. Eat more. Alright, I have full PP. Put away. Man, trying to understand that stuff back in the original Pokemon games when I was like, I wasn't like completely new to RPGs when the first Pokemon came out. However, most RPGs don't give you limits, especially like retro ones. They don't really matter. Don't tell me how to live my life. They're literally not gonna let me go back there. Whatever. They're not gonna let me go back over there. Alright, whatever. Let's get stoned. You watered some dry tall grass. This place looks greener now. Thank you. Since you helped me out, I'll teach you my move. Leon is still capable of doing like backflips and cartwheels and like head stomps on zombies and stuff. He's totally fine. Chris is the one that like Chris. I don't know what happened to Chris. Chris just gets like bigger. Chris, I was looking at him on the cover of Resident Evil Village, and like the more I looked at him, I was like, man, this man is starting to look like he's part werewolf. Oh boy. Nice. Whip it good. Ta-da. What you think that move's called? Leafage. This was another thing that I saw where I was like, this is weird. Getting the weird, like, spaghetti arm things. That's when I was like, oh, that's... So when I saw the character originally, I was like, oh, this is like a... It's just a interesting looking character. Again, because I had heard about Pokopia, but I hadn't looked into it until literally like this week. Maybe last week. Maybe a little bit... Like last like Tuesday or something like that. And it just came out a day or two ago. I saw this. I saw the characters. I mean, the character looks weird, and I saw them like stretching. I was like, is that a Ditto? And then I read about it. It was like, oh, that's crazy. It's really weird. It would make sense though. Um, yeah, it's actually supposed to send leaves flying at your opponent, but it looks like when you use it, it makes all the tall grass grow out of the ground. That's a very you way of using the move. You made lots of friends, Ditto. I'm still your best friend, right? Never mind. I don't have a choice. Wow, you can even do that, Ditto? You're so amazing. Look at this. Let me show you something. Is it a present for me? It's for you. Thank you. That makes me so happy. Alright. I want a home. Tall grass that Bulbasaur lives in sure looks nice. Kind of jealous because I don't have anywhere to live myself. If only there was more tall grass habitat like that. Can I see what's in here? There's got to be a better way. What the hell? Is this dry? That is dry. Weird. I'm not even that far. What do you mean I'm too far away? What? Oh, come on. Whatever. Man. Make a wall to figure out how far out I can go. I want to put the thing over here. So not over here. I don't know. Hmm. Figure that's gonna be the limit right there. Okay, so we'll go here. Similar to Animal Crossing, the distances that you use to water stuff also not super great. It's an OCD thing. It's like when you see somebody playing that what's that game called? Any of those like Power Wash Simulator games or whatever. You just spend time just making things clean, and it's like there's like a zen thing to it. It's nice. It's a nice change. All right, let's put grass here, I guess. Hell yeah, can get some grass. Everybody can have grass. Okay. This didn't I think I used this. I did. Oh, I want an app. What is this? Is this a cart? Or GB books. Whatever. The hell is this? Get out of here! Oh my gosh! Oh, I can get discount BJ's. This always sounds good. Um, whatever. All right, discount BJ's. It's next door to Dick's. All right. Let's this tall grass looks awesome. Hey, I was wondering, think it'd be okay for me to live here in this tall grass? No, absolutely not. Thank you, Ditto. What are they mad about? Are they talking? They better just be talking. What if I put this here? Oh, it just makes it stupid. So let's go over here and hit this thing. Get more of these. I'll take this. Take you. It's messed up that they don't let you just freely headbutt trees, but whatever. Okay. Resign myself to being alone in this world forever. But thanks to you, Jay, it seems Pokemon are coming back. Really can't thank you enough. You're welcome. As a token of my gratitude, I have a present for you. Ta-da! The hell is that? I don't want that shit. What do you think? My bag's too little. I can't carry that. This isn't the type of thing you carry around in your bag. It's called a chair. What? A chair? Humans used to sit on these when they were tired. That's okay, sure. Oh, look at that. The thing has like a. It's a straight up CD on its head. It's got glasses, but it's a straight up CD. That is just a CD. I just realized that. Since you were running around all this time in the shape of a human, I thought it'd be perfect for you. Actually, I used to live with a human myself a long, long time ago. It's a hair small for me to use, though, so I'm giving it to you. Please take good care of it. You stockpile. You swallowed the lock chair. What? Were you even listening to me? Chairs are not food. Wallaby, so you can store items inside your body. It's just like a woman. Should have made a female character. Seems like a mighty handy skill to have. Would you mind placing that chair down around here? Sweet. America. Fuck yeah. Man, jeez, hold on. It's my phone is right beside me because Jeez. Oh no, it's not. No, it's dark. Okay. Okay. Jeez. All right. Sit in the chair. Take a bit of rest too. Yeah, sit on the chair. Looks like you're better at transforming into a human than you are at transforming into Pokemon. Maybe that means you'll be just as good as humans at making fancy tools too. I can try. If you could use that special power of yours to create more nice places for Pokemon to live, that would be, or that would really warm my heart. Can I tell you something? I found something weird. Follow me. What do you suppose Bulbasaur's found? I'm gonna come back and this Pokemon's gonna be dead. It's frozen to death. Alright, let's go. Can't go there. It's still too dry. Oh, now you're gonna show me that there's a box here that I saw earlier that I wasn't allowed to open. This thing, what do you think it is? I think it's a bed for napping. This is a workbench. You can make all kinds of items here as long as you've learned the recipe. Try crafting something. What? I guess it's not a napping bed after all. There's something stuck in there. Oh yeah, I got some recipes. You might be able to make something that can warm up chilly Pokemon. I can craft a fire at a workbench. That's different. Interesting. Okay. The Professor Tangrowth? Yeah, Tangrowth seems really smart, and they're all tangly and messy like a professor, right? Show that campfire to Professor Tangrowth. Alright. Man, I must say, again, as a person who I have touched almost every single Pokemon generation, I've only really spent time, again, with, like, it's the first two. It was, like, Gen 1, Gen 2, and then whatever, like, Black and White was. And then outside of that, like, anytime a new one comes out, I'm like, I gotta check this out. And I do, but I don't know the Pokemon like that. Getting Pokemon cards, it's what I thought. I'm sitting there looking at them like, yo, what are these? What is this weird Pokemon here? This is the one that got me when I was trying to get back into Pokemon. What got me out of it instantly is I was like, yo, this is Trubbish. It's just a pile of garbage. But then there's a whole story about it. We're like, oh yeah, because it's a pile of garbage, doesn't get respect from things. People just assume it's garbage. So that's why it stays there, because it's something sad where it's like, well, that's what it feels like it's worth because it looks like garbage, so it just stays by the garbage. Interesting. I just did something. I think also as a result of Trubbish just being a pile of garbage, it made me appreciate that Pokemon more. I was like, that's pretty cool. Oh man. It's like the laziest design at the same time giving it like a emotional story like that. I'm like, yeah, that's nice. It's like when you see I don't, is the Pokemon's name, was it Cubone that has like the skull on its head? And you're like, oh, what's that Pokemon with that weird skull on its head? And you find like, oh, whenever a new one is born, the mother dies or something like that, and the child carries its mother's skull in its head as a reminder or something. I'm like, yo, that's dark. Pokemon. Alright, yeah, it's really chilly. Yo, but check this out. Check this out, homie. Check this out. I'm gonna spit this in your face. This here is called a campfire. It makes the area bright and warm. Brr. It's not very warm, is it? But the fire is not actually lit. A campfire needs fire. Oh snap! We got them. We got all the starters. They're all gonna be here. Everybody's here. Why is this account like this? Hold on, I'm gonna check something and see if what happened earlier is still happening. I'm sure it is. I'll have to check it again after work tomorrow. Or today, whatever. Part of me wishes I said I wasn't going to come on Saturday. Originally, I was going to take Friday off and then come on Saturday. But I realized I was going to have to do a bunch of stuff and spend money. I'm like, I'll just go to work. I'll just go to work and make money. Oh, I was like, how do I have more money and work less hours? But today was all overtime. Yesterday was all overtime, and so is Saturday today. So. What sort of place did they live in? Why are they trying to tell me how to live my life? Who's that Pokemon? It's Jeffrey Epstein. Ideal habitat is warm. Said something. Was that something completely off? I was gonna say, man, speaking of Epstein, I was gonna say, I don't know why thinking of that person reminded me of this. Like, man, there shouldn't be, but there are like no like real military games on Switch. The closest that you get is the those weird games that are like it'll be like a fake Call of Duty game. It'll be like duty adventure, real time battle. You know, kind of like how I was talking to a dude at work today. The guy I sold my OLED Switch to, when I got this, he was talking to me, man, I wish I had a Switch. It's my old manager. And I'm like, well, luckily for you, I have a Switch too. And yeah, so I sold him that. Anyway, he was telling me about all the games he's been getting lately, because I told him, like, let's check out the eShop, because he's like, I don't really like digital. I'm like, trust me, the sales, it's like, you might not like digital, but the sales are hard to resist. We were talking about the weird hentai games that are on Switch, but they're not hentai games. I wish they would stop trying to tell me what to do. I'm busy. It'll be a game that'll be called like Hentai Feet Girls Volume 3 and they'll put out another one later. It's like hentai grocery store. It's like that's just the combination of words. You look at it, it's just some AI generated photos. Like, what is this? And it's always like a sliding puzzle game. As a person who owns several adult games on Steam, trust me, I would recognize they can't put those kinds of games out on the actual Switch. It'd be crazy. It would be it would be wild if they did. They just straight ahead did it one day. Like, oh, we're gonna lift the restriction. All right, let's see what's over here. That's my boy. Be careful around my tail. If you bump into it, you get a real nasty burn. Hi, Charmander. Hell yeah. Why isn't... Why is Bulbasaur... Come on. My friend stepped on my tail once and got super mad because it was so hot. Even though I'm the one whose tail got trampled. It hurt so bad I was spitting fire, literally. If Charmander is healthy, the flame on the tip of its tail will burn vigorously and it won't go out even if it gets a bit wet. So what just happened? This is the equivalent of like meeting somebody. Like meeting somebody, you know, just in person. Like, oh, hey, here's my friend. And you're like, wow. So what are you into? I'm into sports games. Like literally, like if you look, yeah, just pull the Pokedex out in its face. Like, oh, wow, you're a Charmander. Shit's crazy. Wanna go light a campfire? Sure thing. Stuff like that is no problem for me. I love lighting campfires. Just take me to the campfire and watch me shine. Oh yeah, buddy. Oh, there. Everybody's here. How's that? I lit the fire for you. With that campfire. With that, the campfire is complete. Thank you, Charmander. What a welcome word. Now that it's gotten dark, why don't we all call it a day? Or why don't we call it a day and get some rest? Thank you for your help, everyone. Truly. By the by, I've noticed you've been transformed into a human this whole time. Could it be that you really missed the human you looked like? I understand. A long time ago, a very long time ago, there was a human I spent all my time with. Beloved by everyone, humans and Pokemon alike. Are they coming back? I don't know. They went to go get cigarettes, but I do have a theory. You started creating some comfortable habitats for Pokemon, and as a result, they've begun coming back. Here, right? I'd wager that'll work the same for humans. That's a big leap. Humans and Pokemon once lived happily together here. That's a big leap. If this world grows beautiful again, like it was back then, I expect the humans will eventually return here as well. You're telling me that you expect me to... Okay. Yo, yo, look at homie over there. He just passed out. Oh man, it's great. I expect the humans will eventually return here as well. Mark my words. You know, now that we've got so many Pokemon back here again, I think I'll... What do you mean there's 3? There's 4 if you count... I guess it's technically 5 of us. What is that? What is that glowing thing over there? Am I asleep too? Back when I was just a child. Oh, look at that. Oh, it put me to sleep. So boring. Back when I was just a child, the humans and Pokemon, such a help. Are you listening? Oh, it was the Pokemon Center theme, whatever. The little like Pokemon hospital thing. Meeting you has stirred up hope in this old heart. There's a human-made building over yonder. It's in a pretty sorry state, but that's where I plan to begin my investigation. If you don't mind, I could use your help. You might find something useful. It's badly broken down. I don't even know where to begin. Here's something I recognize. It's called a PC. I haven't the foggiest idea how to use it, but it always seemed awfully handy. I wonder how this is used. That's what I deal with my computer too every single day when I come home. Smack it. Beep, beep, beep. Rebooting Pokemon Center Management System. Please use the PC. Did I make it angry? Please, Jay, figure out what the PC wants. Environmental is terrible. Just terrible. This environment is not suitable for Pokemon to live in. Did I make it? I did make it angry, didn't I? Booting up PokeLife, the environment improvement app. PokeLife app is committed to creating a comfortable environment for Pokemon and humans. By completing challenges provided by each day by PokeLife, you can gradually restore the environment to a state where Pokemon can live comfortably. Go ahead and check out the challenges menu. We're gonna find one more Pokemon, water another tree, and then get more sticks. What's a box? What was that? Boulder shaded tall grass. Man, that's wild. They want me to do what? Like, there's no way for me to read that? Sad. It said boulder shaded tall grass. So what we'll do is we will do this. Can I just make this happen? I wish I could do a bunch of these at once, but I guess not. It's whatever. Perfect for hide and seek. What is that? This is one of those other starters where I'm like, I'm gonna know it when I see it, but I'm not gonna know it by name. There we go. Oh, it's Hitmonchan, I think. What do we have over here? Who's that Pokemon? It's don't know. That's what I'm talking about, man. I don't know. Does it? Oh, it's Timber. It's a Pokemon based on Hacksaw Jim Duggan. What do you think? Are you serious? Are you serious? That's what I'm talking about. These new fucking Pokemon, man. They're so weird. Oops. I have to eat. Not right now. I have to eat tonight because if I don't eat tonight, I'm gonna lose the stuff I have. It's very annoying. I don't have to eat right now, but I gotta eat before I go to work because it's just the principle. It's the idea that I bought food yesterday and everybody ate everything and there's barely anything left for me. Very annoying. If you ever want help building a house, the growth they carry. Yo, there are some wild Pokemon. I don't remember any Pokemon that were really like that. I don't remember any Gen 1 Pokemon that were like that. I mean, you got like Hitmonchan, of course, that has like boxing gloves on it. Um, but like, I don't remember any Pokemon that were just straight up like carrying things. Out of the Park Baseball 27. I'm gonna be one of those guys. One of these days, I'm gonna be one of those guys that gets really into like sports simulation games. Not like playing them. I mean the ones that are like management games. I'm getting close. I'm definitely getting close because I don't really watch a ton of sports, but the more that I listen to sports talk radio in the car, because I hate the fact that regular radio just kind of repeats the same handful of songs. Um, and the inane banter. Let's add this to wish list because that's on sale. Doing something right now. Doing something very unimportant. Okay. Let's continue. Whatever. Whatever, man. They like exercising, construction, wooden stuff, slender objects, blocky stuff, and spicy flavors. Sure. My favorite thing in the world is blocky stuff. Deedle beep, you've successfully completed the challenge. I just realized it grows a little Squirtle back when you shoot water. You see that? Hold on, check this out. There it is. Got the little shell in the tail. Cute. Get a sturdy stick. I want to pick up the statue. I guess it's just in my back. Installing this near water should raise the humidity of this. What? Like what? Alright, whatever. Inspect. Messino, Pikachu, and other Pokemon with distinctive tail-based greetings. In today's world, so much about Pokemon ecology has been explained through research. This time, we've collected a special set of articles focused on Pokemon greetings. Nice. Get this sturdy stick. Let's get this stone. Weird. Strange. That's odd. Let's go over here and so we can get this. Is this too far away? Nope. Still in range. Not where I wanted to be at. That's all good. We'll stand here. That's not what I wanted either. I didn't want that stupid tile. I should know what that is. I know this is one of the ones. This is one of the ones. It's one of the good boys. All the Pokemon from Gen 1, those are the good boys. Everybody else, they can kick rocks. Togepi. Oh, speaking of which I was talking about Pokemon cards earlier. So the thing about Pokemon cards is that there are I don't understand what Pokemon cards are now. Like when I was younger, you would get a pack of Pokemon cards. Cool. But now they split them off into like different types. I tossed all the damn packaging. So like if I scan the cards that I have, it'd be like, oh, this is from like this pack, this is from this pack, this is from this pack, and like they know like what's in each set technically. But like if I get like a Journey Together thing, there's like Journey Together, there's like the Scarlet whatever, and it'll be Mega Evolutions. I'm like, all right, cool. So I get that pack, and it's just regular Pokemon in there. Maybe you get like one like ancient Pokemon. I don't even know what those are either. I don't know any of this stuff that's like past Gen 1. It's everything has expanded so much. It's so much to keep track of. My grandchild plays with the Tangela a lot these days. They both seem to be having so much fun. Just watching them warms my heart. Tangela shows interest in any and all human activities. When I'm working on the computer, he stares intently at my screen with a curious expression. Trainers who come to visit me also play with Tangela, and Tangela seems intrigued by the items they use. He looks enthralled by things like Pokedexes and Pokeballs. Are all Tangela brimming with curiosity? Or is this one just special? Pokemon are really fascinating. There's always more to learn about them. That must mean this is that Pokemon's house. How many more sturdy sticks do I need, man? One of the things about this game that did also kind of push me over the edge with it was hearing people say that even though it has the time gated stuff, like you can only do so much in a single day, and then sometimes you have to like wait for like buildings to get built or whatever. They mentioned that you can do the time skip thing, like adjust the system time, and it doesn't count against you. I remember what used to drive me crazy in Animal Crossing is Animal Crossing would like let you do it, and then all of a sudden Mr. Rossetti would pop and like, this is why you shouldn't do that, and you'd have like a 8-minute lecture every time, every single time you did it. But it's you were doing it because you're like, I want to play the game more. Like, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but I have a life. My life cannot be. The reason I don't get into like certain MMOs is because, well, MMOs in general is because they have so many like daily things they want you to do. Like, oh, it's this day. You got to sign in. You got to do your dailies. Like, how about no? How about I just got out of work. I did my daily. I like that walk. Pimp walk. What else do we have? Sticks. That's got to be enough, right? Oh, maybe I need. Hold on. I do have enough sticks. It just doesn't tell you. Okay, that's stupid. I wish I knew that ahead of time. Jerks. Looks like you can use the items you receive to help other Pokemon. And my word, are you ever good at ringing that PC? Maybe I'll give it a roll myself, but it sure doesn't look easy. It shows you the date you did it. How cute. Let's get this. Okay. 3.14. Pi Day. Again, I'm going to say it one more time. It is an hour and 60 minutes in the stream. Pi Day. That means a lot of pizza places are offering discounts today. So heads up. There was the stupid Chipotle. I don't know what the thing was about with Chipotle. They were from between 3 and 4 o'clock. If you had a tattoo, you could get a free entree, like up to 5 entrees or something like that. Like, what? Weird. There was a couple of people at my job that were like super happy that everything went down. She's like, I'm gonna go by Chipotle. I was like, why? Like to me, so I stopped going to Chipotle during like rush hour, not rush hour, but like like when people are getting their dinner, either lunchtime or dinner time, because normally if something's gonna happen with the quality of the food, it'll be then because they're making so much stuff so fast. I'd rather go at like just a weird time between like maybe like 2 p.m. or something like that, middle of the day. You can improve a Pokemon's comfort level by adjusting the environment so they feel happy and comfortable. Your Pokemon prefer different environments, so try out a variety of things to help. If you successfully improve one Pokemon's comfort level, you'll unlock new challenges. Alright. Can't mess with that guy. It's really weird how you can just like make like a wall, like look like it's more alive, but it doesn't really do you any good yet. Maybe it does later. I don't know. The Avengers Doomsday memes of people returning in Doomsday is the dumbest thing. It's also the biggest reason I stopped watching Marvel stuff. Was like, this is all so stupid. Like seeing Fantastic Four was definitely a reminder of like, man, there's so much Marvel stuff, and them making movies that aren't movies. They're movies with the intention of making another movie. I don't like that. I don't care for that format. Seeing a movie where like people go like, oh man, I want to go see the new, say they made like a Guardians of the Galaxy 4, I want to go see the new Guardians. Oh great, wow, look, all these characters will return in Avengers Doomsday. It's like, you watch this movie to find out that they're making another movie? No. Why are we doing this? There's got to be a better way. There's got to be another solution. They can't keep doing that. Like seeing the Fantastic Four and realizing all they're trying to do, they're trying to show all these shots like, oh wait, ooh, oh, look, there's somebody missing from here. Oh, well, who could that be? And it's like, it's Doctor Doom. Of course it is. People need to make things because they want to make things. They need to have a plan for when they make the things. Like, man, the idea of making a movie or a game or whatever, and the idea is that the whole reason that you're making it is to make another one. It's like, make the thing that you're making just good. That's why people still play some old games for so long. Oh no, he's so sad. It's a tremendous wall. We've got a Great Wall over here. Not like the Great Wall of China. It's the Great Wall of America. Look what I just found. You can have it. Great. I could have got a leaf from anywhere, buddy. Do you need anything? Are you feeling comfy? Well, so now I have to figure out what the damn thing is. Where is it? Is it? There it is. Just gotta squirt everywhere. Straw bed. I need one. Wait, what? How do I have 24 leaf? Whatever. Let's make a bed. Oh, I gotta press A. Sorry, I was pressing R. Maybe you need a straw bed. Oh man. Deedle Beep. Congratulations, you raised Bulbasaur's comfort level. There are new challenges available at the nearest Pokemon Center PC. Nigga, what? It's just having a dream. Okay, that's not what that says, but still. I can pretend it's having a dream about you. How's your comfort level? It's average. He wants a toy. Didn't I get a toy blocks, maybe? Put this over here. Let's put this over here. What's all this about? I don't know why, but I feel like I've known you forever. You think there's a reason for that? No way, I've been feeling the same way. What kind of place did you live in before coming here? I used to live in a pond that had a lot of tall grass growing around it. There was a pond by the tall grass I lived in too. If you actually were living pretty close to each other. Did you used to see lots of human kids around too? I did. I'd see them fishing in the pond or playing with bug Pokemon in the tall grass. They were pretty noisy, but really lively and fun too. Where did all those humans go anyway? Good question. I really don't have a clue. Gotta make the humans come back. You don't care about your toys? Nice. All right. Let's go talk to this guy over here. I don't care if folks get mad at me for pulling a prank. It's just a prank, bro. But getting ignored now, that hurts. What is this? Kind of wish my home was a little nicer to live in, you know? How's your comfort level? This is Charmander's home? What? Wait, what is happening? How is this Charmander? What are we doing? Alright, Charmander's home. Let's go. We're gonna go build another campfire, I guess. Let's go over here, craft campfire. Weird. Alright. Bulbasaur's home. Put this here. Now I want to. There we go. He's scared of loud noises, but so what happens is whenever somebody like revs their engine, he freaks out. If I'm outside walking with him, he will literally like he'll hear it if they do it like 2 or 3 times. Hold on, let me. What the hell? You have a fire here. Anyway, if he hears them like rev it 2 or 3 times, he will like literally run straight back to the house. It's not the best. Noise. Sweet. What is happening? Oh. This person did what I thought about doing. I originally thought about doing a Friday the 13th stream that was going to be me playing, the Nintendo game, but somebody else did it, so it's whatever. It's part of why I didn't do it. I'm like, I'm pretty sure other people are going to do that this weekend. What I used to do is I would just kind of put the movies on, but again, every Friday the 13th I end up working because it's a Friday, so it's a day that ends in Y. I end up working. Maybe the next one. Let's see if there's another one coming anytime soon. Maybe I'll take that off because I don't have to work on Fridays right now. Did I seriously missed the last one this year? There's one in November. I won't be able to take that off. One in November. There it is. 2027. That's not even a real year. It's fake. There's one in August 2027. Just scrolling through trying to see how many Friday the 13th there are. I love it. It's such a fun day. It's such a fun day. October 2028. That's perfect right there. That's gonna be something, man. All right. Keep on living your best poker life. Yo. All right, I'm laughing because it says link play and the idea of people using so on the Game Boy, the original Game Boy, when you wanted to trade Pokemon. It's 2026. What are we doing? All right, so when you wanted to trade Pokemon on the original Game Boy, what you'd use is you would go to the Pokemon Center and there was like a spot in the corner and you would go to trade and you would have to have like you'd have another person there with you and there was a thing called a link cable and you hook the cables up between the two consoles, the two Game Boys, and when you went there you could trade stuff. That's also how you unlock certain Pokemon that were only available through trading. The idea that it says link play here, it looks like it's a USB-C cable. The idea of you going up to somebody else that has another Switch 2 and hooking a cable up between them to transfer things when you could just do it wirelessly. Like, what are we doing? Oh, man. During local or online multiplayer, other players can see your player name, world, island name, and any words or images you create with blocks. Please be mindful of what you share to avoid upsetting others and have fun playing together. Understood. Oh, you can hang out in people's worlds together. Cool. Oh, I can give somebody a high five? Hell yeah. A link code is required when playing link play. You will need to either have a link code from another player or create your own and share it with your friends. Don't share your link code with people you don't know. It's 2026, Nintendo. You're still doing this. Make sure you have their friend code. Play on a cloud island. The Nintendo account agreement and Nintendo community guide. Find all user generated. Hold on. Hold on. Do you remember? All right, so I think it was maybe it was back in 2020. I believe like Bernie Sanders somehow ended up. It was either Bernie Sanders or I think it was Bernie Sanders had an Animal Crossing island that people were going to. I'm pretty sure AOC did, but I thought Bernie Sanders was somebody that definitely shouldn't have one had one. Search for a new cloud island. Please enter the address. What? I want to just, man, disappointing. I remember one of the Pokemon games, maybe it was X or Y or something like that. You were able to, speaking of the link play stuff, you were able to just kind of like put Pokemon out there to trade, and or you could just go in there and just try to grab a random Pokemon and see what you would get. Everybody put their garbage Pokemon out there, but occasionally you would get to those like really cool, which made you wonder like, why? What's the benefit here? Get a job, sparkling ripples. Somebody out there might understand what I just referenced. Make roads, make your own house, gather lumber, life coins. What the hell is challenge day? Whatever. Sure. Sure. All right, hold on a second. Man, today, oh God, I say this every single day. It's like I set myself up for failure. The days go fine. Nobody can tell. I'm like, man, this is going to be such a long day. Because for them, I feel like as a manager, or whatever, supervisor, manager, my job is to make sure that their day is flowing as good as possible. I also look over the other supervisors. Like, so for me, it'll be like a day where I'm like, man, I got to do so much stupid stuff today. I'm hoping today all I have to do is unload. Just hop in a trailer, unload, maybe help somebody with some reports or whatever. I'm gonna have to help them work on their stuff they have to do at the end of the shift, like finish starting the shift and finishing the shift. But when we're actually in the shift, I should just be able to like move boxes, just unload stuff. Cool with that. It's when I have to worry about like the actual like management stuff. I'm like, man, I don't have the energy for this. And it's like technically like that's easier in some ways because you're just dealing with people. But it's like you have to be like people will come to you with problems and they want a solution, and a lot of managers kind of like they just kind of bounce it off. But for me, I try to like figure out a solution for certain things. So let's just say somebody comes to me like, oh man, this person, I don't really get along with this person. I have to figure out like, all right, do I want to separate them? Do I want to talk to this person? Is there potential in them? Is there some way I can get them to come to some sort of common ground or whatever? Um, yeah. But again, I need to be like more awake for that. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen today. It shouldn't happen. We'll see. All right, hold on. I'm gonna go downstairs, and like I said, I need to eat the food that I bought before it disappears. Even though I'm not super hungry right now, kind of hungry. I'm hoping what'll happen is I'll eat. It's 3:30. Let's say I go to sleep at like 4 o'clock, 4:30, whatever. I need to be up for like 6 ish, so I can get to work. Hopefully that stays in my system, and I don't have to worry about eating throughout the day. But yeah, BRB. item here. My bad. Time to get chatty. Oops. I'm sorry, I forgot the A button is the A button, not the B button. You might expect houses to be cramped because they're closed in by walls and roofs, but they're pretty comfy. I think a house would suit you to a T. Don't advertise that game to me. I'm always on the fence about getting that game on here too. But I haven't got a clue about how to go about making such a... I don't even know if 2 a T is on Switch. So that's a game I was playing a ton of, and the fact that it didn't have cloud saves and it hasn't been updated since like people started complaining about that. Like the last update had was like July 2025. Anyway, 2 a T was cute. That's the game where you play as it's from the person that made Katamari. It's a game where you play as a kid that's like stuck like this. He's just in a T pose constantly, and like you have to get around the world doing different things. So I get the stuff from here, right? This is where I shop at. Build something. Build anything. I don't care. Just build something. Water trees, 10 out of 20. 900 coins. All right, let's get one of these. Let me finish making everything all wet. It says add items. Oh, this is the storage thing. Okay, sure. What's that? Bellsprout? I think. Tree shaded tall grass. Doesn't make any sense. I'm sitting here playing this and I'm shooting water, and I guess just seeing the shape of that thing just made me think about this. Like, man, you know what the Switch is missing? What everything is missing? More light gun games. Bring light gun games back, please. The thing is, it's like, all right, so there's none really here. You have like the Resident, or my bad, House of the Dead, 1 and 2 remakes, which they're okay. They're not as bad as people think they are, to me. But like outside of that, like there's like nothing. Like it'd be really cool, maybe if Mad Dog would bring that back, maybe. Virtual Cop. Virtual Cop would be an actual good game to bring back. Mad Dog McCree is whatever. They did have a there is a, I think it's a light gun kit or something that you can buy now that's for Time Crisis, I believe. I gotta look into it. One of the things I wanted to get a while ago, I thought about getting one of those send-in light guns, which is for like, it's designed for like modern screens, but it lets you play light gun games in there with like MAME and stuff. But I never got it because I'm sorry, maybe I'm weird. I feel like I am the outlier in this situation. I don't like the idea of, there's a lot of devices that are out there that the way that they manufacture them is like you put the order in and then they build it and they ship it to you, because that means all of a sudden like, oh, well, if you're, let's say you're looking for a controller, say there's a controller that you always wanted and you see it in the store, go buy it. You have enough money, go get it. If it's a controller, like say it's like a certain type of like hitbox or whatever, and the person's like, oh, I'll manufacture when you pay me, like cool, but all of a sudden that could be like a 6-week wait time, and like by that point, by the time it gets here, I might not even really be feeling it all that much. I gotta build a training waterfall? What? What is this? I need a waterfall and a seat. Alright, I need something to break through the walls with. Let's also go look for some trees. Oh wait, there's something here. 2 jars of honey. I thought that was something that's just divine. It's fine. Let's go spit on this wall and see what happens. Nothing, as I thought. Worth a shot though, right? Nice bush. I need to eat. Gotta get my pee-pee up. I got a fully recovered pee-pee. You want to go again? I got fully recovered pee-pee. Don't worry, girl. Don't worry, girl. We're good. Oops, went too far up. That's weird. I need to go find trees, but I'm just trying to make everything change color. I wanted to look alive again. I miss back when Pokemon used to live here. You remember the good old days back when Pokemon were here? I remember the good old days. So does Pepperidge Farm. So we'll headbutt the tree, hold Y, see if anything works. It's mouthful mode. I never got that Kirby game. Speaking of mouthful mode, what is this? Can I get up here? Is the game going to let me go all the way up there? What is this? That's not what I wanted. I wanted this. Wow, I'm a Ditto. Look, it's me. I'm a Ditto. Aw. I need something to, I guess, dig through that or whatever. It's fine. An elevated flower bed habitat. Interesting. Okay, sure. Field of flowers. What? How is that the same thing? That's crazy. I guess because I watered more flowers, all of a sudden it changes the type of environment it is? Sure. Nice. Let's get my Leppa berry. Ooh. I wonder if I can go down there. Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. I want the damn berry. Thank you. Let's get this lumber. Not what I wanted. I want the lumber. Alright, let's see if I can... No, it doesn't give you the option. Some games let you like use the D-pad to kind of select what you want to actually pick up. You can pick up the whole table. Professor's Diary 1 has been added to your human records. My field survey on Cinnabar Island proved quite fruitful. I spoke with Pokemon professors from other regions and gained a number of insights for my own research. Many folks are concerned about possible effects the recent weather disturbances may be having on Pokemon. On my way home, I found a young Tangela. Tangela? I've been calling it Tangela forever because it looks like Angela with a T in front of it. Anyway, he appeared injured and weak, so I used potion to heal him. He seemed to take a liking to me and toddled along behind me. I wasn't sure what to do at first. I ended up bringing him home with me, figuring he might be a good playmate for my grandchild. Okay. See? We're going to reverse engineer what happened to this Pokemon. Professor Tangela. As they call him. Or her. Whatever. It must be a him. And we go. Placing items at your feet. So I can just... What? No, I want to put this here. There we go. And put another one up. Can I put one here? This is just it does just work. That's crazy. Also useful. Need this leopard berry. Sure. How many trees did I need? I wish it would... I think there's an easy way for me to see it from here. Don't need that. Don't need that. I'm trying to get out of this. Let's press start. They want me to build a leaf in, but again, I'm not letting no computer tell me how to live my life. Computer. Pick up. Pick up. Pick up. Can I do this? Ah, oh, damn it. Maybe... Hold on. What? No, man. The buttons are so weird. The idea of like looking at your character and like, all right, I want them to spit this out. They don't spit it out. That's not what they're doing. They're doing something else. It's another action. That's so strange to me. Spit this out. This is some Minecraft nonsense right here. I love it. Now I can make a straw stool. I can also go in here and use another hay pile. Hold on. Do I need to? I don't. Cool. Man. Just kind of let me go wherever right now. I like this. I like this. We'll go restore that tree. Headbutt it. Oh man. Damn it. first aid kit. Interesting. Wooden bed, sure. Inspect this. Team R Grunts, Team Rocket Grunts Journal #1. I've decided to give this social media thing a roll. Today's my first go at it. Why? To bring in new recruits for our organization. We may not be the heroes of the story as far as most people out here are concerned. To be completely honest, we're kind of the villains, but if you forget about all the rules and common sense and stuff, we live how we want to live. And I think that makes us a pretty fun organization. Since we don't have the best reputation, I can't really give out our name. It's kind of hard to talk about it without a name. So let's go with Team R. Got it? Anyway, give me a yell if you're interested in being a member of Team R. Cute. Sure. Let's pick up this lumber. Ooh, nice. This tree, pick up the stick, tree. More trees. There we go. All right. I need to go find a PC. Let's get these berries first. Not what I wanted to do. There we go. Nope. Not what I wanted to do again. Interesting. Cycling road will be closed on the 7th for inspection repair from 10 p.m. until 4 a.m. the following day. The road will not be accessible to the public during that time, so we recommend making your travel plans early. Huh. I don't have enough hay to cross that, so that's fine. I reckon. Very good. We'll just keep going. Man, the more I play this game, it's not too bad. Not too bad. It's all right. It's a nice chill game. It's a game that you could accidentally play too much the hours before you have to go to work and not realize it. A lot more chill than Marathon, I must say. Unsurprisingly. What is that? What is this thing up here? This thing on the top of the hill. It's like a... Is that a tombstone? No, I'm not gonna... What? What is this? This looks upsetting. Let's place a carrot up here. I almost feel like I need to drag that Trimander up here. Light that candle, see what happens. Sure. Let's go and pull this up. Leaf. Yep. There it is. Okay, I gotta get over this way. Let's find a spot for me to live. That'll be it. I'll do that, and then I guess I'll tap out for now. I do this to myself all the time. It's funny because, like, people are like, man, how are you still awake? I'm like, I'm good. I'm not. Money, man. Okay, so I got this. They got that spot right there. Headbutt. What's in the tree? A stick? Really? Where do I want to live? Where do I want to live myself? What about up here? Can I place wooden fencing here? It connects. Sweet. Put it here. Go here. There we go. We got like a weird rail going across. All right, we're good. We're doing something. We got a system going here. You can go here. In this corner. And then I'll connect this here. And that's it, right? I guess that's it. Yeah, we'll live here somewhere. I just want the place to look decent. That's all. Put things here. This is cool. I feel like I'm wasting my time. Like I'm gonna get some ability later. It's like, oh, you can do even more. You can spray a larger area at once. All right, let's go in here. Let's put this thing here. Is this it? Did I just put this here somewhere? Man, I keep pressing the wrong damn button. Shoot. Boulder shaded grass. And guaranteed there's a type of Pokemon that can grow in here. Or live here, whatever. It's that's I don't know the damn names of the Hoot Hoot. Was I being too loud? I can't help it. I just get the urge to cry out this time. Just to have it. Sure. Likes watching stuff instead of even being. Alright, we're good. See? This is what I mean. Like, the idea of just having this thing, like, in front of you, just being like, taking a picture like that, it's wild. Don't need you. Gotta go find my building buddy. Tree shaded tall grass. They want a toy. Okay. I do need the other one. Damn it. Why? That's how it's gonna move. 4:28 a.m. There you go. There's your time gating stuff. Boy. All right. Well, I'm building the house. I guess that's it. I don't know, man. This game seems alright so far. There's a lot. There's a lot that you're able to do in the first day, which is kind of shocking. Usually, it's just like super basic. Go talk to people, unless the game is something like Animal Crossing, not Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley or Harvest Moon, where you can go to sleep to fast forward the days. But yeah, so I guess I'll tap out here. This game is pretty cool, man. I'm enjoying it so far. It's not more than I expected to. It is, I have like so before Animal Crossing and Harvest Moon and all those games blew up, I was already like, I had been into them since like, so I've been in the ROMs for a long time. I've mentioned this before. There was a site called 1 Minute Left back in the olden days. They had ROMs. They would have new releases on Friday, like new ROM releases. This is back on like the dial-up days. And I remember they had Harvest Moon, and I looked up what Harvest Moon was and got it, like gave the ROM a shot and got really hooked on it. Talked some friends into getting it back on when the N64 one came out. And like loved the games back then, but again, I had more time. I never really got into Stardew Valley, despite buying it on like everything. I even have it on mobile, mostly just because of time. So, but yeah, the fact that this game gives you a lot more that you're able to do, like the fact that I can burn through my energy and it's nighttime and I can still do things, is really nice. It's a nice change of pace. Most games like this don't let you do that, so yeah, I'll give it a thumbs up so far, but we'll see. Wait, hold on. There's a Pokemon over there. There's somebody else. I have a new friend. Hello, friend. Who are you? It's... What is that? This is what I mean with weird Pokemon designs. Oh, it's a Combi, obviously. Her favorites: lots of nature, nice breezes, wooden stuff, gatherings, group activities, and sweet flavors. Is there anything else here? Wait, hold on. What? Photo op snacked. Yo, you got the fire spin photo frame. Yo, man, they're doing some straight up Pokemon Snap. Like, oh man, this is a rare opportunity. That's cute. That's cute. That is genuinely cute. I like that. Um, is there anything else happening here that I need to see? There's plenty of stuff to do today. All right. Okay. Well, cool. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and I guess tap out of this because I can see myself playing this for a while. This game is pretty cool, man. Can't wait to see how the online stuff works. Let's go to Withered Wasteland. Take me to a different location anywhere from here. Shit. They got me. They tricked me. They brought me right back here where I already was. All right. Well, save and quit. There we go. Hit the minus button. You see that? You see the credits in the corner? So you got 2026 Pokemon, 1995 to 2026, which is Creatures Inc., Game Freak, and Nintendo. 2026 Koei Tecmo games. Koei Tecmo puts out these games every now and then. We're like, man, this is good. Like they've done the Neo games. They've got Ninja Gaiden. They have Dead or Alive. Technically, if they were doing anything with that again, but they put out these they put out Dynasty Warriors and they put out the weird spin-off games too, like this. Um, Underrated developer. They're still around, they're still big, but I feel like people don't give them the credit they deserve, personally. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna give the game. I'll give it 2 thumbs up. We're good. And I guess I'll see you later. Hopefully I'm on Saturday night. If not, I'll be on Sunday sometime. So yeah, and I might get myself to finally pick up Groove Coaster. Groove Coaster Future Performers is on sale on Switch 2. So, or whatever, it's Switch and Switch 2. It's like this right here. This was a game that would constantly go on and off my wish list, and at some point I was like, I need to get it on sale because it's never going to go lower than that. It goes on sale for maybe like 25, $30. Um, Groove Coaster is the same thing. I wish I could show you images of Groove Coaster. It's a rhythm game in the arcade, and it's kind of connected to Space Invaders. Um, it has one giant button, and I guess it like spins or something. It's one of those games I've seen in the arcade, like up here in Georgia, round one specifically. And I like rhythm games, but the thing about rhythm games is that you can, when you get to, say, you learn how to play DDR, you'll be able to read notes, but trying to figure out the interface takes a while to adjust to. Project Diva, that's where I'm at with that game. Where like I know how to read it, but trying to figure out the timing and what the notes are is weird. But once it does, it'll probably just click in and I'll be fine. Um, Groove Coaster, I've seen that game in the arcade, and the reason I never touched it was like, why would you play a rhythm game that only has one giant button? But it's kind of popular, so again, here, let me go to the eShop real quick, just to show. So there's a demo for it too. And the thing about demos is like you never know like what's actually gonna click. Where's that? This comes out soon. This is like a week and a half, I guess. This just came out. This is out, $50. I was sitting here kind of looking between these two, like maybe I should get this instead, and I don't know. Didn't get either one of them. Hold on, let me go to the sales. On sale now. There we go. Right here. So YY Party is the one that people say is better, but there is another one which is. Do I have it on my watch list? I'm gonna take it off again. This one right here. This is a newer game, but people say that they like the older one because it's closer to the arcade. But again, I don't like when I look at the interface for rhythm games. What is this? Like, it's so hard to look at these games and figure out what's going on. If you're looking at like a fighting game, you're looking like, oh, well, this is clearly somebody shooting a fireball. They're doing an uppercut. There's some sort of crazy effects going on. But like rhythm games, when I see like a song list, I don't know these songs. Like, what is? I know Pop Team Epic. But what is USA and Lemon and Zinyaku jumping? What are these? What do the little numbers mean under there? I don't know unless I play the game. So, but yeah, I always wanted to give this game a shot, and maybe I'll finally force myself to go for it while it's on sale yet again. It goes on sale every like 3 months. Can't really afford it, but maybe I can work it out. We'll see. Um, yeah. So that's that. Anyway, I'll catch you later. I hope you have a good night.